Hey, y'all, welcome to Musical Miles Podcast, where live music and great stories take center stage. Today's episode is brought to you by our friends at Teton Guitars. Whether you're picking tunes around a campfire or taking the stage at your favorite honky-tonk, Teton Guitars delivers rich, soulful sound built for the journey. Learn more at tetonguitars.com. Now let's dive into some music and memories. Hey, music lovers, welcome to Musical Miles Podcast. I'm your host, Byron Duffin, and we are here in Challis, Idaho at the Braun Brothers Reunion, and we're here with our new friend, Shelby Stone.
Hello. How are you?
We're great. We're really good because you're willing to sit down with us now.
I love talking. So anytime anyone asks me to specifically, I'm there.
You're there. Well, I'm all about talking too because I'm pretty handy at it. For the last 40 years, that's how I've made a living. Sales and marketing, right? So
I just got report cards to prove talks in class, things like that, you know?
Yeah, I was always in trouble. My mom was like, go to parent teacher, and he goes, he's a good kid, but he talks too much. And he's a really shitty student. But anyway, we are here. How many times have you been? Is this your first trip?
This is my first time out here.
So we love you got to play with Django and friends, and we love the story. Django tells the story because we interviewed him again today. But Django tells me, the Brauns invite me back every year, but they always tell me who my friends are, right? So last year he did get to bring. But they are my friends. Especially we're friends now.
I think so.
So, but last year he brought in Juliana Rankin, and she literally was his friend. And he talked to me. He says, "Look, I know you guys like to pick my friends, but she's a good friend, and you need to hear her sing." And so we met her here, and then we got to meet her in Texas last fall, and we interviewed her in Green Hall.
That's sick.
So that was a lifelong goal. Was to even just see a live show. I'd been 4 times, had never seen a show.
Really?
And so, but then we got to see Cody.
Oh, nice.
And waves opened for him, his kids. Yes. So at Green Hall, which was incredible. And then 2 days later, we saw Jack Ingram, and that's where we met Billy Joe Jones.
Okay, nice.
And then got to interview her in Las Vegas in December.
How fun.
So anyway, it all kind of ties together and comes together, and so we're tickled that we get to sit down with you. So let's talk. You said you grew up, you call Fort Worth home, but born and raised.
I was born in Killeen, raised a little bit in Cleburne, a little bit in Weatherford, a little bit in Boyd, a little bit in Decatur.
Okay, so you've been around Weatherford, so you know the name Wayne Hodges.
Yes.
I used to work for Wayne in California.
That's amazing.
I trained for Wayne.
What a small world.
Oh, it's a very well. Listen, when we all get together, so the horse world, the music industry, it all kind of comes together real fast.
So you'll be tickled by this.
Okay.
I was talking with management. This has been a few years ago now, and they knew that I was from a rodeo background, and he had called me and he was like, "Hey, do you happen to know anyone from the UPRA world?" And I was like, man, like not these days, not really. I was like, I honestly know more people in like the Western horsemanship world, like cutting, reining, all those.
Right.
I know more people in that realm. And he was like, hold on, what? And I was like, because I was like, you want to work with people that can actually afford to have bands out, work with cutting horse people.
Right.
And he said, I need you to stop. What are you doing to these horses? Like, what is happening? And I was like, cutting. It's not animal cruelty. I promise. It's not.
We don't cut them.
Exactly. He was like, what in the world? But I was like, and the UPRA is great, but like, we probably won't have to negotiate as much. Like,
Sure.
I've seen some of these really, really nice operations that have grown up overnight. It's like, man, must be cool to be in that tax bracket. That seems so cool.
There's so much money in that horse world. It's just crazy.
Oh, yeah.
We talked a minute ago about Jared Morris. Jared's wife's a big barrel horse trainer, and Jared's a shoer, and so we related on a lot of levels because I went to horseshoeing school 45 years ago,
nice.
So in Oklahoma.
You're a jack of all trades.
But I'm not good at any of them. but I've had a good time.
I'd say you're well learned at least,
and learned and met a lot of cool people. So
it's funny you mentioned Jared's wife. So when the first time I went out to the studio, I was just talking about recording out in Tempe, Arizona.
Right.
I was a little short on cash, and I don't like doing like GoFundMe's and things. Like I had to work through that. We just recently finished up like a crowdfunding thing for my first record, but I wasn't quite there yet. It just made me uncomfortable. But I put out a thing on Facebook that was like, hey, I'm headed to the studio in like next week, and I just need like a little bit more to kind of make sure that this is tied up well with a bow. Let me be your day labor. I don't really babysit. I feel like there's like a more productive use of
your time.
And also, I have a really, really colorful language. I don't want to be a bad influence.
Sure.
But I was like, you need your pantry organized? Call me. You need your yard mowed poorly? Call me. Like, let me be your day labor. I will reorganize your linen closet, like
there
something. And Jared had reshared it, and his wife reached out and was like, hey, I run a jackpot, like a barrel racing jackpot.
Sure.
Up here in Gainesville, and I need someone to help run like the books and things. And I was like, I've never done anything barrel racing, so you'll probably have to explain some things, but count me in. And if it had not been for Jessica, I would not have been able to afford to get out to Arizona.
Well, thanks, Jared Morris and Jessica Morris.
They're
That's
amazing.
cool. Yeah, that's the other good thing about social media. One good thing about social media is that we can connect through that, and yeah. So, well, thanks for taking the time. So, had you ever been to Idaho before?
I had not.
So, what are you thinking?
It's so nice up here. It's not humid. It's cool in the mornings and cool in the evenings. But even right now, it says it's 72 degrees, but it's still. Like, I wish I would have worn shorts. Like, I could get away with wearing shorts. Like, this is, like, the perfect weather. I am obsessed. We flew in from, we did Dallas to Denver to Boise, and then drove up yesterday morning. Just a stunning drive. Not a lick of service either, so no one could really bother me.
Nobody bothers you.
And then, like, the people that are out here, I don't know what I need to do. I definitely plan on sending thank you cards and things, but like whatever I can do to be back here next year.
Sure. Well, so what was your connection? Who invited you?
So I actually ended up meeting the Brauns at Steamboat, or Music Fest this past year, which was it was the first year I got to go there. And I believe Cody, I can't remember. It was because they had come to one of my sets, like in the middle of the show. Okay. So I didn't actually see how many, or if it was just one, or
the whole crew.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure. But Shannon, Canada, she had mentioned, she was like, he stuck around for that whole set. Like you really blew him away, which was like, that's, oh my gosh. And then afterwards, we were backstage at the Grand, and he was like, hey, we have Braun Brothers Reunion, and we'd love to have you out. Like, what do I need to do to get you out here? And I was like, here's my cell phone number. I don't know. Like at the time, because at the time I didn't have a booking agent, and so it was just And I think that was like the last day of the festival too, so there wasn't like too much like chit chat or anything afterwards. I was just starstruck and on a lot of amphetamines. Amphetamines, antihistamines, not amphetamines. Jesus Lord, God, antihistamines. I made that joke 3 other times this week, and I just realized I think I messed that up. Oh Lord. I'm sober. I would also like to state for the record.
Oh, that's good.
I am a mouth sleeper, and Colorado is really dry.
Right.
And my allergies were kicking my butt. So that last day, I was on a lot of Zyrtec and just kind of on another planet.
Sure.
Good Lord, I just realized I've been saying that wrong.
Oh, that's okay. We just straightened it out here on the podcast.
At least I have it on record.
There you go. You were on antihistamines, not amphetamines, but that's good. That's okay. Well, just for the record too, and I'm feeling it coming on, I'm a diabetic and I think I'm crashing. So if you want to get me something, here you go. The producer carries Scooby snacks in her purse for me.
Icon.
So
I usually carry. I think I might have one of those caramel. One of these.
Oh, there you go. Oh, here we go. She saved my life.
And if I don't know how much you need, but if you need that.
Well, thank you. Yeah. So, but anyway, so you got hooked up with the Brauns in Steamboat, and that's a festival we have not been to yet, and we want to go. But so I spent the last 30 years, most of my life in the ag industry, some form or fashion. Worked in the potato industry, and our national convention was always at the same time as Steamboat. Dang. So I've never been.
I got my start like my introduction to this entire genre, other than growing up listening to 95.9 The Ranch back home, that plays all of this, which the longer I'm in this and the more I realize, like, thanks to radio, I just know all of it. But the double-edged sword there is I don't realize the branches.
The reach.
Yeah, right. And how, like, when someone tells me, like when someone would ask me, like, when you think of red dirt, who do you think of? And I'm like, Casey Donahue, Ragweed, Josh Abbott, Randy Rogers, and like a handful of like these other names, like Sonny LaRue. But then with the Ragweed reunion and things, and reading Josh Crutchmer's book about the history of the actual red dirt, I'm like, oh, I have it all wrong from chronologically to geographically. Like, I not necessarily wrong, but just unaware. But so like the longer I'm in it, the more people I meet, the more I'm like putting like the red string on the board and things. So sorry. But I had first heard about Steamboat and Mile Zero Fest while I was working as a promotions assistant.
Okay.
At the radio station, and I used to beg. Oh my God, I would beg them up there. I was like, I know you need an intern. I know you need someone to help run, because like obviously they're up there doing interviews as well and reporting on all the 80 artists that are up there.
Right.
Like, if you can get me in the festival, I will figure out where I will sleep. I will figure out how I get there. If you can get me in the door, like, please. And it was kind of a God thing. It didn't work out because then I got to go as an artist. Perfect. And not just as like an intern.
Right.
And you know, every closed door there's an open window kind of thing.
Yep.
It was and I remember I had told somebody, I can't remember if it was like somebody that was at the event we were working or if it was a coworker or something, but I remember I had told them one year, I was like, mark my words, I will be on that Mile Zero Fest lineup for the following year. And they're like, nah, well, they've booked that a long time ago. And by the grace of God and divine introductions with different people, I got to be one of the and more artists that they include on there for the following year.
The and mores, yes.
And there's not a ton of like things
I need another one
that throw me off or that I'm like, I told you so kind of thing. But it was like, no, like I'm determined. I really wanted to be on this. We can pause too if we need to.
No, we're good. I need another. There's one in that guitar bag. So you got to go to Mile Zero.
I did.
This last year.
It was 2023.
Oh, you went when it was warm.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. Last year it was cold.
I'm still in the Facebook group on it, and I saw a lot of people saying that, and I was like, okay. Well, and that was the thing. That first year, there was like one. I think it was rainy. It was either cold and rainy or it was cool and rainy. One of the two, but I remember I paid $60 for crew neck at one of the tourist stops, which I ended up doing that here too, but I opted off of... I'm picky. I will be honest, because if I'm going to commit to spending... Let me not say I'm picky. I'm poor. It's what it is. I'm not picky. I'm poor. So I ended up just buying a Ragweed hoodie today. I could. Yeah. Because when I go to these places,
when the sun goes down here, it gets cold.
Exactly, and that's kind of what was happening the year that we went. I will overpack the wrong item that I actually need. It never fails. But once I've gone for the first time, I'm like, okay, now I know what I can bring.
Yeah. Well, Miss Shanda always overpacks no matter what. So
I don't know how not to. Packing gives me ulcers because I had a conversation with somebody when I was first getting started. I know they meant well because they were just trying to give me some advice. But it was, don't be a girl on the road. You can't be a girl on the road. Like, you need to have your makeup down to 5 minutes, which like I've been having that done. I cheered for 15 years, and I'm never punctual. The amount of times I've done winged eyeliner while driving down the highway, I got that. You're good. But if I don't like my outfit, I can't have fun. Like that's how my brain is. Like, I don't like my hair today, so I've been like trying to fight through not liking it, or like fighting through a bad mood. And so it's.
Well, I've learned to be patient, and I'm,
me too. Because I was like, well, like I wore these pants yesterday, and I was like, everyone's gonna know that I wore these pants yesterday. Like now they do, but if I don't like my outfit, I don't know. I can't have fun. I don't know what it is.
Well, we've learned I can live out of a carry-on for more than a week.
My fiance is the exact same way. It's ridiculous. He's the minimalist. I am the hoarder. But I will also say for the record, my sweet man loves a good trinket. We just moved. I'm finding knickknacks in the corners of boxes that I didn't even know we had, and not just his, mine as well. But it's why we're a match made. But he claims the whole minimalist thing, but only to an extent.
I've gotten used to getting by with a few T-shirts, but I always know that if I'm at an event like this, there's clothes here, right? I need a clean T-shirt. Yeah, I can. Well, I bought one. I finally, because I'm getting fat, so I have to go up a size. So let's talk music. So who really influenced your music?
Man, there's a lot. I grew up listening to country music and honestly a wide range of music. I made the joke earlier to y'all that I think I made it to you, but I grew up with pirated music.
Right.
Because I didn't have like the records that everyone had. I had MP3 players that looked like USBs just thrown in a trunk drawer, and I had happened to find the charger for it. So there's a lot of artists that I wish I could pay homage to, but they were just untitled track 4 on these little MP3s. But I think the closest genealogy I could find right now is artists like Morgan Wade, Joan Jett, Reba. I'm a big Joan Jett gal. A little bit of Janice, and then like some newer artists is like Pony Bradshaw, Liam St. John, Charles Wesley Godwin, Caitlin Butts, Ashley McBride. Like I love, and off the wall over here, I love Fallout Boy. They're some of my favorite lyricists. Like it's just kind of all over. I love taking inspiration, which is cool. From everywhere.
Yeah, but that's cool because you've had some influences from some older genre and older rock and roll, Joan Jett, you know. But we got to see Ashley McBride at the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh my God!
Which is cool.
Like to live my dream?
Yeah, it was cool. She was there with Vince Gill and
it's amazing.
And John Party. So, and then after the show, we got to go backstage. John Party was doing a new record release. So
that's amazing.
With about 200 people, which is still, but it was still pretty intimate. And then we've gotten into some really cool songwriter festivals, which, you know, we're getting to meet the guys who write the songs, you know, like Tony Arata, who wrote The Dance.
Exactly. That is the craziest thing to me. I love it so much. Like, peeling back like the layers, and it's like, oh, this is the structure, this is the foundation, this is amazing.
Well, people, you know, we come to these, you know, the Texas country scene, and the you know, these guys write their own music, you know, a ton of them. The bigger guys, the guys you're seeing on the radio, Luke Combs, they write, but they don't write. They go and listen to 40 songs get presented to them, and they go, okay, these 10 make the cut, and then they go back, and then if they do a cut, but you know, we've got to interview some really cool songwriters. Bryce Long, who wrote Nothing On But the Radio, you know, and some
all your
other
favorite songs,
you know, some great songs. But this music really is what speaks to us. The Texas and the red dirt stuff.
It's
you know?
amazing. Like, you know, there's just honesty and so much truth and no fear of saying the thing that everyone else is afraid to say out loud. And
it's because these guys aren't, their goal wasn't to get on the radio.
Right. Have you discovered or dove into Steven Wilson Jr.?
Oh, Steven Wilson Jr. No, we just saw him 2 weeks ago, live in Pocatello, Idaho.
I got to open for him. Back in March, and then we were supposed to have a date in April, and then his mom ended up getting that ATV accident. So then they rescheduled it, and I still get to open, and I'm very, very excited. There's not a single skip on that record. He is genuinely the kindest man I've ever met in my life. That is an artist I will die on a hill for. Like,
oh, what a guy!
Oh my God! And the music is insane. And also on Father's Son, I think the most underrated favorite tune on that record is Werewolf.
Really?
I've square danced with demons and they've stepped on my feet, but I ain't up here saying I've made peace with the beast. But I threw him in the cage the best that I could. I know he's still there, but I'm no longer scared of the werewolf.
Yeah, his lyrics, his storytelling, his ability to make that gut string guitar do things that no one else can do.
It's one of the things where it's like, well, I want to go buy a classical guitar. Like,
Right.
I want to see what I want to play around. Like, that looks cool.
Right.
And like their stage design, like their team too, like the band and his production staff. Be like at the stage that I'm in with my career, I'm meeting a lot of different types of headliners.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
And I genuinely have not opened for somebody that has been unkind or been very rude or anything, but specifically Steven's team made me feel so welcome and so equal. Like, not just because some headliners know that they're doing you a favor by you opening for them.
Sure.
That was not the case at all with their team. They made me feel like I absolutely deserved to be there, like that I was on the same level as them.
Right.
Like, it meant, I hope they know how much that meant to us, because like it was an acoustic.
So where was that at?
It was at Tannehill's in Fort Worth.
Oh, I love Tannehill's.
I really do too, because the room's not like massive. It looks like online you would think it's like double the size, but it's just like the perfect size club.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Fort Worth really needed.
Yeah. I mean, way different than Billy Bob's, you know. And we've seen a lot of acts at Billy Bob's. Pat Green, oh my gosh, Pecos and the Rooftops. You know, I've seen a lot of acts there.
When did y'all see Pecos at Billy Bob's?
It's probably been 3 years ago.
Fun fact, I think I know what date it was. Sorry,
It was in the fall.
So fun fact, I did my senior internship with the station. I was with Heather Anderson, and my job was to go out with her to set up the this.
Yeah.
When we would record our interviews, and Cody Canada was playing at Tannehill's, and
Okay.
Pecos was playing at Billy Bob's. So we went and did Cody Canada's interview. That was the first time I got to meet him. I was super weird, very weird. Did not recover well. And then we came over to Billy Bob's to do
Pecos and the Rooftops.
So we were there the same day.
So the cool story is, our daughter had never been to Texas, and so she's married and had a little boy, and she was in the process of they were doing IVF and trying to get pregnant again. But anyway, her and I took a road trip, and we flew to Fort Worth, and we went and saw Tyler and the Train Robbers at there's a venue there. I can't remember the venue.
Was it Magnolia Motor Lounge?
Yes. So we went to Magnolia Motor Lodge and saw Tyler and the Train Robbers. I can't reach that. Thank you. And we are just having hell.
Hey, I rarely have motor function.
This is wrong, gritty. So anyway, we go to Magnolia Motor Lodge and get to hang out, and there's not very many people there, and we just get to hang out with the band and BS and just.
I love Mag.
And it was so cool. And then we took off. Let's see. Yeah, we took off and went to. We drove like 1,000 miles in 4.5 days.
Ooh,
and I took her to Round Top to Young Gypsy,
fun.
and I took her to what's the other one? Magnolia.
Oh yes.
Yeah, every girl wants to go to Magnolia.
Right.
I'd been there with Shanda, and it wasn't
There's
all that cool.
There's a few places that, like, touristy or not,
Yeah.
you got to make your stop. You got to say you went and did it.
But Round Top, Junk Gypsy is the bomb. So
Oh, yeah.
2 years later, I took her, and we went to the Halloween prom.
Oh, how fun.
So anyway, it was last fall. Yeah. Oh yeah, and Jade Marie Patek was and
my queen.
and
love her.
and Rio Tripiano was
Yes.
playing, and then we interviewed her inside Green Hall a couple of days later. But
Jade is so sweet.
we
I'm
did
one
this.
of her biggest
Callie
fans.
and I did this big loop, and then we came back to see Pecos and the Rooftops. And what was the deal? But anyway, it was just such a cool trip, and
That's really
just,
special.
Just her and I. She's in her 30s, and we hadn't. I tried to do a trip with all my kids like that.
My dad and I do things like that. I graduated high school from a really small private school, like one of 9, salutatorian with a 3.8. Thank you.
Right. There you go.
But
not only smart and pretty, but
all this and brains too. But we didn't do a senior trip. We didn't do like the typical trademark things seniors do. So my dad and I, it's the last time I've ever underpacked. I would like to state for the record. But my dad and I booked a plane ticket to California and a rental car. Made no other plans. We got there and it was like, all right, north or south, which way you want to go? And I believe we went south. I had it in my notes for a really long time of all the beaches that we stopped at, but I know we did like obviously Venice, Huntington Beach, Newport, Laguna Beach. It was. I can connect you on that. I love those kinds of trips.
And that was really Callie and I. We kind of knew what we kind of had a little bit of a plan, but not. And I took her to San Antonio. And we went to the Alamo and the Riverwalk. We stayed on the Riverwalk and we did that. And it was just a cool trip. And it was one we'll never forget, right?
Oh, yeah.
But and rented a fun car. So we do Turo.
Yes, that's what we rented a little. It was a blue convertible VW Bug.
Oh, really?
We did some like silly little car to do it.
We rented a Beamer. And it hauled butt, and she loved driving fast on those roads in Texas.
At the beginning of the year, so my manager's Dalton Domino.
Okay.
And
I know who he is. I follow him. And
man, the legend.
Actually, where were we? We were somewhere, and I reached out to him for an interview. So now you're my connection.
Oh, yeah. We can make it happen.
Okay.
Because, he's got a record coming out next month.
Right.
But at the beginning of the year, he went on a short little run with Lowdown Drifters. And so he was
I had an interview scheduled with them, too, and that's another story. But anyway.
Love those guys. And I got to go to, Knuckleheads in Kansas and Canes and Tulsa. And, a handful of places. It was a lot of fun, but Dalton had me come as background vocals because that's the deal we have where it's like you play in my band, I'll play in your band. Cool.
Perfect.
We already all know the songs, but
right.
Oh Lord, what were we talking about before that?
Traveling all over with our dads.
Oh yes, rental cars. So coming back from Kansas to Tulsa, the ride situation ended up getting kind of weird, and so we were like, you know what, we'll just rent a car, not a big deal. And so we get to the rental car place at the airport. And they're like, just pick whichever car you want. This is anything in this lot. And we walk up, and it's your standard SUVs and Jettas and things. And there is a red Camaro. And Dalton just turns and looks at me. He goes, I feel like the answer's pretty obvious, is it? And I was like, get in, let's go. Oh my God. And so that's horrible gas mileage, 8 miles a gallon.
No, and he had your foot in it the whole way, right?
Oh yeah. It genuinely was so much fun, but it was. And I'm currently in the market for a new car, so we've been taking a lot of rental cars recently, and so I'm ooh, let's get something that I think I might want, and we'll try that. But if I'm not the one that's paying for it, let's get something silly.
Well, Turo is cool because you can rent anything from a Jaguar to a Beamer to a Cadillac to a whatever Vets.
That's cool.
It's like Airbnb for cars. They're personals.
Yes, because I'm in the market for a van right now, and I don't have the budget to buy a van, and so we were looking at different van rental, what are different things you could rent a van in, and I think a few were on Turbo, but I don't remember what we did.
Yeah, you'll have to check that out. But anyway, man, we just wandered all over the place, haven't we?
I've tried to do better about circling back, but sometimes I can't.
Well,
It's not a circle; it's a straight line somewhere else.
I was having a conversation. I was with an interview with Bryce Long, the songwriter from Nashville, and come to find out he's a cowboy team roper. And I said, man, I ran a rope company. Well, he used to buy our ropes, and it's just funny. We hijacked a podcast about music for 10 minutes about horses and rodeo and roping.
It's easy to do.
Anyway. So back to the music deal. So you've got a new album you're working on.
We just finished it.
This week. When are we releasing it?
So it's not going to come out till April 3rd to streaming and things.
Okay. Are you going to release the whole thing, or are you going to?
The whole thing will be released then, but anyone can buy it right now. Are you going to release
some singles? Are you going to do some singles? Are you going to do, release a single and then
I don't think so. Honestly, we might, but I don't think so because we've been doing a crowdfunding thing since the beginning of the year, And so now we've got, like, the songs are done, and so we release it to everybody that pre-ordered or donated or
Sure.
because I say donated, but we had things for people to buy, obviously. But now, like, the streaming world is very algorithmic.
Oh, yeah.
And so Dalton worded it really well. He was like, we're not doing the fast food form, like, and hoping that it does well. I want to give it to people, like, fan first, reward the fan, like it's.
You need to have a conversation with Django, because we just had had a new album coming out last year when we interviewed him, and Shanda said today, hey, we want to, let's talk about your new album. You want to sit down and visit? And he goes, oh yeah, things have changed. You need to have a conversation with Django, because he's come up with a new idea that's, I think it's the way we all need to go, because streaming has. There's two things streaming's done for the music industry. It's helped the unknowns like yourself.
Absolutely. Now anybody can put music out.
Anybody can put music out, and you really don't need to go into it. You don't need to go into a studio to release music. But so who
now it's become very saturated.
But you know who Baker Blankenship is? Okay, he's opening. He's headlining a show here in Idaho, in a festival in September, in about a month, in Sun Valley. He's one of the headliners, and he's 19 years old. And he got famous on the internet, right? Yeah. I mean, no, I'm not opposed to that, but the reality of it is, so streaming works really well for a guy like Baker, because he's written his own music, he has the publishing, he owns it all, right? So that's smart. But if you're cutting somebody else's songs, I mean, streaming's just been really hard. It's hurt a lot of the songwriters,
right?
And it's hurt the
Spotify
artists.
does not care about songwriters.
No, well, they don't care about the music industry. They just care about the money,
right? And that's the thing. I am very think like a fan, reward the fan, because no different than from podcasts to festivals to my job. If people don't come, there is no product. Like,
well, we tell everybody that. So with our podcast, we talk about the artist, but it really all starts with the song, right? So the song, the songwriter, the artist.
That's the tether point. That's the anchor.
The venue. And the fans. So we interview fans. We feature it was important to me to go to Texas and feature and talk to one of the managers at Green Hall. I want to hear the story. I want to know the story about Devil's Backbone. I want to know the story about JT Floors. I want to know the story about Cheatham Street Warehouse in San Marcos. I want to know about the little venues at Wimberley, Texas.
You got to go out to Blue Light too.
Oh no, in Lubbock. So we interviewed. Do you know the Huser brothers?
Oh yeah,
yeah. We interviewed them in Lubbock.
They are a very underrated band. I would like to say for the record, they are some of the best vocalists.
You're preaching to some of their biggest fans.
They're so good, and they're nice guys.
Oh, they're super nice guys.
Great.
We interviewed them at Cook's Garage in Lubbock. So but Cook's is an iconic and a cool place. Right, but we need to spend time in some more time in Lubbock and features the Blue Light and some of these other
the Blue Light's why we have Flatland, Randall King, Josh Abbott, Dalton Domino, Will Green, all those
Pat
guys.
Green, I mean, I mean that it goes on, and then you go, I mean, Canes.
Dude.
I mean, there's just so many great venues that we want to get to. In fact, we'll be back in Texas. We'll be in Fort Worth. The plan is for the Red Steagle Cowboy Gathering. We actually got invited and got media passes for that.
That's going to be sweet.
Because we were there last year when that was going on. Stumbled into it because they had the fundraiser for Cloud Covered Sundays at the Longhorn. And then also they had a fundraiser going on for Tommy Alvarez, and Tommy died. Yeah. And then we actually got to go to Tannehill and see Billy Bob Thornton play. It was a busy day.
I have no shame. Billy Bob Thornton is a very handsome man. I'm a very big fan.
You're a big fan of Landman now, huh?
No, not even. My dad works in the oil field. I'm not watching that show. Okay. I just think Billy Bob Thornton's hot.
Well, anyway.
Carter Faith has a song called the hook of it is "I Need a Man Like Billy Bob Thornton."
Oh, really?
She ended up getting to sing it to him, and I think it's so funny. It's amazing.
Oh, that's cool. Well, it was a cool experience, but there's so much cool music and so many cool venues in Texas that we love to go down there, and we love to meet more artists and stuff. But we love to meet you in Idaho.
I'm so happy to be here, man. This place is so amazing.
Yeah.
Like all the artist meals are homemade meals. Like,
Oh yeah.
I had some homemade bread yesterday that I was so sad I only picked up 2 pieces. It was like, I don't even know that I finished the rest of my meal because I had taken a bite of the bread and was like, okay.
Yeah, I know Joanne's always taking care of the food. I don't know whether she's still doing the cooking back there, but
and she's cooking dinner tonight. I think it's like chicken, rice, something else, and something else.
Oh.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, good for you. Well, that's so cool. Well, listen, grab that guitar and play me a song. You better check the tuning because Django's had it. He had it all fouled up earlier. He was twisting knobs and it's okay? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm going to be I sing very loud. Is it okay if I move this?
Yeah, you can move it. But here, set it on the table.
Okay.
That'll work.
Sorry.
I
didn't
good.
want it to distort all the audio.
You're good. And I'll do this one here. What are you going to play us?
I think because she had asked specifically to play the song that Django.
I didn't get to see it because I was down here. So
fake fan.
No, I'm so sad.
No, it's fine.
That's the really shitty part about this job is that we miss things. Because we're down here doing interviews.
But these are nice timestamps. Careers and things.
Let me tell you real quick about this guitar. This is a Teton guitar. It's an Idaho company.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
And when you get done playing it, then they make gut string guitars too. So
I like how light it is.
That is willow.
Really?
Willow and a spruce top. This is they give us these guitars, and then the artists, we have them play and then autograph it. This is the 5th one that we fill up in a year.
We're lucky that my fiance is not here. He used to build cabinets and the Vinahoods and things.
Oh yeah.
Big type of wood guy.
Oh, is he? All right.
But cool. I think if I timed it out, but she specifically asked to play a tune that I guess Django jokingly mentioned, like, how am I going to follow that or something. Right. And I think this was the tune, but I'm not
Okay, you're
sure.
good. Whatever you play, we'll just deal with it.
It's a tune called Claw Marks. Vacant space growing between us. Can you just slow it down? Stay around. I feel the heat rising. Here comes the thunder and lightning. If you leave without me, someone's gonna bleed. Every time we go to hell and back, they leave a piece of me there. It's hard to tell who's getting dragged. I hold on, but you don't care. My hands won't let go if they tried. Gonna have to pry me apart, digging my nails in your heart. Close grip, tight hold. Every love that I've let go is covered in claw marks. Violent devotion like 6 and stone spoken. I know they don't bruise, but they're leaving you tattered and torn and ripped up in two. Every time we go to hell and back, I leave a piece of me there. It's hard to tell who's getting dragged. Hold on, but you don't care. My hands won't let go if they they try. Gonna have to pry me apart. Digging my nails in your heart. Close grip, tight hold. Every love that I've let go is covered in claw marks.
Right? I'm not back. I'm gonna have a hard time walking. Yeah, we'll tell them.
Every time we go to hell and back, I leave a piece of me there. It's hard to tell who's getting dragged. Hold on, you don't care. My hands won't let go, they tried. Gonna have to pry me apart. Digging my nails in your heart. Close grip, tight hold. Every love that I've let go is covered. Oh, much.
Oh, Sloan.
Thanks.
Oh my God, that was beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Put your autograph on that
You
for
want me to
me.
sign it in black? I've got a blue Sharpie.
Yes. That's cool.
I try to stay strapped.
There you go. There you go. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Man, that's so cool. That was a beautiful song, and you have an incredible voice. Wow.
Thank you so much.
Wow, wow, wow.
My
Well,
best.
that was amazing. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking time. So, did you write that?
I did. I wrote it with an artist named Mila. She goes by Mila, but Mila Harrison out of East Texas, and Rachel Loy down in Austin. She
Okay.
produced Baker Hotel, Rose Queen by.
Is this on the new album?
It is.
Awesome.
I'm very, very proud of it.
That
It's one of
is
my
a
favorites.
Beautiful song. Well, that will do very well. It has to.
Say it
'Cause
again.
I said it'll do very well. It has to.
I hope
It's so pretty. It's so beautiful. So let's talk real quick about the songwriting process, because you do co-write a lot, or
I do. Co-writing is my favorite thing. Co-writing is a completely different skill, I think, than just standalone songwriting.
right?
I'm obviously attention deficit. It keeps me on track, keeps me from going down the rabbit hole and doing like a doom loop to myself and trying to figure out how did we even get here and what am I even trying to say.
Sure. Okay.
Someone's golf bag just fell off their golf cart and they're still driving.
Yeah, we're actually looking right out on the golf course. It is a beautiful view.
They have not come back for it.
He's still laying out there.
It is, but they. Sorry,
No,
co-writing.
yeah, co-writing, ADHD. Yes,
Yeah,
focus,
prime
focus,
example.
Shelby. Yeah.
It truly is my favorite thing to do. And then plus, like, the joke I usually make, and it only applies with like a handful of people that I co-write with. One of those is a gentleman named Jordan Nix. He helped write a lot of songs on the record. And it's a bit of a deep cut. But growing up in elementary school, the kids that had dyslexia, they would get these like these little plastic see-through cards. One was blue and one was red, and I don't know, it was something with sight reading or something
Right.
or other.
Okay.
And then also Comic Sans, like the font,
Yes.
is made for those that are dyslexic.
Oh, I did not
Yeah.
know that.
At least that's what I've been told.
Sure.
Feel free to fact check. But,
No. Yeah, we
I
have
like
Chat GPT.
Right. I like to jokingly say that Jordan Nix is my Comic Sans. Like,
There you go.
He straightens and irons out, like, what am I actually trying to say, and
Right.
locks it in to where it's like, yes, that's exactly what I meant. Thank you. Like,
Yeah,
and
well,
it-
sometimes we need those emotional support people.
1000%.
Yeah, or dogs, or
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a completely different skill set, and I think that also goes as far as like writing with two people, or writing just with one other person, or writing with
Sure.
a room full of people.
Sure.
And it also is, I think, really healthy for artists because it checks your ego at the door.
Yeah. Well, I love to ask that question because it's different for everyone.
Absolutely.
You know,
some people can and some people can't.
Oh, some people
like it,
just
they hate it.
absolutely can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a young lady that I interviewed, and she's like, no, it's very, and there's an artist, he's a international Western, Dave Stamey. I don't know if you know that, but Dave, when I interviewed him, he's like, no, third grade report card says does not play well with others, you know, so he's just.
And it's really vulnerable too.
Oh yeah.
Very, very standing in front of the mirror naked, and now there's someone in the room.
Yeah.
And so
yeah.
I think, especially when you're figuring it out, you have to write with people that you can creatively, safely create in that kind of scenario. So, but I also get it. Some people just, they know what they're doing, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's cool. Well, listen, where can they find your music?
All over Apple, Spotify, Amazon, all the things.
You have a website?
I do, theshelbystone.com. Shelby like the car, Stone like the rock. That's also my handle on all social medias is the Shelby Stone.
Perfect.
But that I try to keep it unanimous across the board.
Yeah. Oh no, that we did the same with this. So, all right, I've got another interview right behind you. So thank you so much. This has been a blast.
I had so much fun.
We look forward to seeing you down the road. Will you make sure you, Ms. Shanda, get your phone number and address so that we can connect when we come to Texas? Because we will be there.
Let's do it.
All right, cool. Hey, for Musical Miles Podcast, I'm your host, Byron Duff, and we will see you somewhere down the road. Adios for now.